How far can you go on a cup of joe? A cup of joe being an Americanism for...
Java coffee?
Coffee, a cup of coffee. Yeah, cup of
I thought it was an insane cat. You actually ride on the back of Joe.
That is a somewhat caffeine-crazed cat.
That's a flat white too many for that little kitty.
It is rather, isn't it?
How far you can actually go in terms of energy?
No, it's more literal than that. If you're carrying a cup of coffee, how far can you go before you spill it? This is actually all down to science. What is the science of the movement of liquids called?
Wobbleology.
Fluid dynamics.
Yes.
Fluid dynamics is a whole science.
Fluid dynamics.
It's a whole science, and the most important one, and much has been discovered as a result of fluid dynamics. It is a very useful and fruitful area of discovery. But one of the things they've discovered is that the average human stepping pace happens to cause an oscillation, which means that between 7 and 10 steps, you are going to spill the coffee. You will set up a series of wave movements. That means the furthest you can go is probably about 10 steps before you will definitely have spilled some coffee.
This is the Mrs. Overall effect.
Yeah, exactly. But they suggest a flexible container to act as a sloshing absorber with a series of annular ring baffles. So they're just suggesting that...
Annular ring baffles?
That's a very type of hobbit, surely.
That sounds like space.
You can order them online, can't you?
I'll tell you what, the amount of times my annular has been baffled. I'm always down the
Baffle your ring, sir.
Yeah.
Annular ring baffle is a bit of a tautology because annular means ring-like anyway, so it's a bit silly.
Annular ring baffle.
You used to take the baffle out of your exhaust pipe to make it louder.
That's
when I was
right,
a
yeah. I
teenager.
mean, baffling is sound muffling, isn't it? But it's also absorbing waves, and that's essentially the same thing, because if you're muffling sound, you're absorbing
So
the
if
waves.
you put a baffle in your anus, that'll make you have quiet farts.
I suppose it would, until pressure built up to such a stage.
Then you're potentially lethal.
And you could have someone's eye out in the aisle at Waitrose, which you wouldn't want. But there have been more obviously useful...
Baffle your ring, sir.
There have been more useful applications for this business of this whole resonance business of building up frequencies that cause oscillations that can be dangerous. Have you seen Albert Bridge in London? There's a particular sign. It sort of leads from Chelsea. There it is. It's a famous sign. It's a rather beautiful, one of London's most beautiful bridges. All troops must break step when marching over this bridge. Why would that be?
Something to do with an oscillation.
Yeah, exactly. If you're marching in rhythm, chunk, 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 you might set up a resonance that would cause the bridge to collapse.
That's why Michael Flatley can never get north of the Thames. True reason. He's furious. He's always wanted to go to Madame Tussauds. Right now, he's at the Elephant and Castle going, I can't believe it. I want to go and see the Queen. I just can't get over there. It's a bleeding nightmare, so it is. Shocking state of affairs. And
Good. Well, I think we've... Now,